pipe, it was intended to be above ground so that they could maintain it. It's like a long whiskey barrel if you think of it that way.
Yeah, no, it looks like it. What's around it?
It's a very high quality steel wire, and so when they put it together, it's done on a jig, and then it turns like a lathe, and they wrap it tightly with the wire. Just like a whiskey barrel, once the wood is wet, it swells, and it seals. And so it's never 100% watertight. That's one thing about the old style wooden pipe is you could get it largely watertight, but never perfect. Whereas today, the benefit of using HDPE is that it's an incredibly tough pipe, but it's 100% leak free. So every drop that goes into the intake goes through that turbine. Whereas, over the years, as the wooden pipe deteriorated, so did its delivery of the water also deteriorated too. Plus, it got full of roots and other things that won't happen in a welded pipe. But so it just became less and less efficient as time went on. But considering I've got a catalog here amongst all the ancient old literature and books and things that we've got here from the early days and the first engineers, and it was a company called Pacific Wood Stave Pipe, which was a BC company, and they were building stave pipe and exporting it all over the world, and they predicted that it would last at least 20 years, but they didn't know. So I mean, they would be incredibly happy to know if they could that it way outlasted their expectations. But so we had a power plant in Tasmania. We get visitors from all over the world, especially in the hydro sector. And a group from Tasmania Power came here because their oldest plant in Tasmania had been built with BC Douglas fir stave pipe, and they shut it down in the 1960s because it was just becoming too leaky and too difficult to maintain. And then as a centennial project, they decided to resurrect the plant because, like this plant, it was all, the machinery and everything was in beautiful order. They just needed a reliable water supply. And they actually came here to look at this operation and to look at the feasibility of using wooden pipe again, which, because it was a heritage project as well as an important electricity producer, they decided to stay with wooden pipe. But of course, BC hasn't made any for decades now.
Yeah, exactly.
And so what they ended up doing was they came here, we showed them a lot about it, how to install it, how to maintain it, and